Right, fellow hunters, we are down to two big boxes. We have Forsaken Cainhurst Castle and Forbidden Woods. Then we have some extra for the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle. Right. Um, why don't we open the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle? Here we have it, Forsaken Cainhurst Castle. It has a winter theme to it, gloomy winter, cold. Looking at the back, you will have a preview of what is inside the box as well. Similar with the smaller boxes that we opened. Now, as we all know, this is about the Vile Bloods, the Aristocrats. So this game contains two full campaigns, two, not one, for players to go through, and a side mission. Then it also comes with the monsters and the boss. Right? Let's go ahead, open it up. Opening the box, you will have a bunch of small standard size tiles for the game. We have the empty corridor, the library, one unnamed location, statuary hall. We have the rooftop access, and we have three unnamed tiles here, 1, 2, and 3. Then we have a slightly larger tile that it's called Queen's Chamber. This is slightly larger, but it only has 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces on it, and the throne is here. Later on, we'll get the miniature. We'll put her. We'll put her here. Alright, so this is the Queen's Chamber. There's a lantern here, meaning this is a safe spawn point for hunters coming in from the hunter's dream. Then we have two. We have one unnamed tile and one entranceway lamp tile. Right. Those are our tiles. Then these are the cards. So looking at the standard card here, we have Martyr Logarius and Annalise, the Queen of the Vile Bloods. So these are boss characters. These two. This is Martyr Logarius and this is the Annalise. And then we have some firearms included in this box, Evelyn and a cannon. Then we have some monsters. We have the King's Servant Knight, two double-sided. We have the Blood Leaker, Starved. Then we have the Vile Blood Knight, Lost Child of Antiquity, King's Servant, Forsaken Castle Spirit, Blood Leaker. This is not Starved. And then we have rules. So they added the rules. Yeah, I noticed again we don't have a rule book here, a rule sheet. I don't know why they decided to do that. It's not really hard to make rule sheets, but yeah, they added one card for the rules, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be compressed here again, and you may have to look at the forums. I'm sorry to say, but we already experienced that with the Chalice Dungeon, and it's really not enough. Anyway, with that said, let's move on to these small cards. These are cards that these are the behaviors of the bosses. So we have Annalise, the Queen of the Vile Bloods here. Again, for the same reason I did not show you the other cards, is that I want you to discover the game on your own. You have Martyr Logarius, yeah, to get the feel of the video game, because that's how you play the video game, and I would suggest that's how you play the board game as well, especially if you're playing solo or with other people that are fans of the video game. Right, so we have the Ring of Betrothal, Bloodstone Chunk, Queenly Flesh. We have some items here, one consumable, and it's gonna be Cainhurst Summons, and this one. They have special effects. I just have a problem with my light. Right, so those are all our smaller cards. We have a set of standard cards here. This has got to be the campaign. So we have Forsaken Legacy, Cainhurst Summons. I'm I'm sure we're not supposed to look at this until we play the campaign, so I'm not going to open that one. We have three decks here: Martyr's Legacy, Queen's Legacy, and the Forsaken Castle. So I think in this campaign, you'll have to choose which faction you will, you will help or whatever. Yeah, so that's why it has three decks. And then we have this Forsaken Legacy for the summon. I'm not really sure, but this has got to be part of the campaign as well. I'm not going to open that now because that's gonna be some spoiler stuff. Let's move on to the good part. Uh, right, first, let's look at Martyr Logarius. This is a cool miniature. They really captured the character in the video game. So that's Martyr Logarius. Let's do a close up. So yeah, we have Annalise. So she's the one on the throne. Here you'll find her here sitting there. That is her proper place. Alright, so she's the queen of the Vile Bloods. This is a nice sculpt. I like the chair and her posture. They really captured the one in the video game. Next, let's look at the monster. We have a lot of monsters here. First, we have these. I guess these are the Vile Blood Knights. We only have two of these. The Vile Blood Knight. Probably the same scale as the Hunters. Then we have Forsaken Castle Spirit. Four of these. It would be interesting to paint this. This is gonna be like a ghostly white paint. What else? We have some blood leaker. We have two types of blood leaker. The one is starved, the one is not starved. And I guess this is the one. This is the blood leaker. The blood leaker. Look at that tummy. What the hell? Oh my god, that's gross. Eesh. That is the blood leaker. God damn. Look at that butt. Right, so that's the blood leaker. What else? I don't know the name of these two. And this one, let me check. We have Cain's Servant and Lost Child of Antiquity. I gotta. Oh yeah, this is the Cain's Servant. It's not. Yeah, this is the Servant, and the last one is the Lost Child of Antiquity. This one. Amazing. That's fine. Oh my god. This is triggering. Right, so that is everything in the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle big box. Let's take a look at the extra. This is the extra box. I already opened it up. We are going to expect a hunter here, a trick weapon, and a firearm. So, yep, this is the one. We have the Raider, what is it called? Raider Palace Knight or Hunter. This is the weapon. And when transformed, it looks like this. And it has Riposte, Quicksilver Shot, Deadly Thrust. This is the effect of the current state of the weapon. Then this is the other one. All right, so that's the new hunter that you can use or new weapon. We have the firearm, hunter pistol, then the miniature. That all of that space just for one miniature. But I gotta understand because they wouldn't be able to fit this in the box if it were smaller. Okay, so this is the hunter miniature. Really nice armor set. As you would remember, we already have one version of this as a mini boss from the Hunter's Dream box. So this is just another one for the hunter, so you can use it. Right. So that is it. I also forgot to show you that the throne was double-sided, and this is the back of it, the rooftop. The other side was the throne. The other side is a rooftop. Right. All right. So that's it. That's all in the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle box. Let's move on. Let's go out, explore the Forbidden Woods. All right, hunters. This is our last box in the full moon set. So let's open it up. This is a forbidden. This is Forbidden Woods. I already like the cover art that they use here. It's somewhat refreshing because in other boxes you will see stuff like dungeons, castle, city. This one is Forbidden Woods. It gives this vibe of Dark Souls. Right. At the back you will see what you will get. Some miniatures here, monsters, no hunters. It also comes with two full campaigns, side missions, and five new types of enemies. It's basically just the same as the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle. The difference is going to be the monsters and the campaign. This is gonna be about the forest beyond the Yarnam. That rarely the object of the hunt. That's why this is somewhat a unique feel. All right, let's open it up, and what you will see here is a very unique set of tiles. It's totally different from the others that we have opened. So this is the Forbidden Graveyard, the Old Tree, Witch's Abode, and an Empty Shack. It's more of a grassy, green, wood, rustic theme. That's why. Let's do a close up. Forbidden Graveyard, Empty Shack, and the Witch's Abode. Then we have one. How many more? We have two more layers of this. So this is one of it. A named tile. A decrepit shack. A passageway lamp, or like a checkpoint. Then a mud pit. Then we have last set. This is more on like a clearing in the middle of the forest, of the woods. We have an empty, unnamed tile, a collapsed tunnel. We have the ritual altar and an unnamed tile. Right, so those are our tiles in the Forbidden Woods. Next, let's look at the cards. We have large cards, standard cards, and smaller ones, and a campaign. We have three decks for the campaign. For the Forbidden Woods, we have the Mad One for the monster, Mad One, Man Eater Boar, Hemwick Grave Woman, Snake Ball, Snake Parasite, and the rules for integrating Forbidden Woods. There's a bonus chapter as well. So go on, read the rule. And this one. Right. So these are the monsters. Next we have the firearm, Flame Sprayer, and Evelyn. And then we have the boss. We have the Shadows of Yarnam. And we have the Witch of Hemwick. So phase 1 and phase 2. Their behavior. We have the phase 1 of the Witch of Hemwick. Phase 2 of the Witch of Hemwick. Shadows of Yarnam. They also have phase 2. Phase 2 behavior. And some items here. Oh, this is new. Alright. We have some items here similar to the other expansions. We have the Isevka's Blood Vial, Bloodstone, Call Beyond, then some runes. Then we have new Dark Rites card here. And seems to be some ritual materials. This has got to be part of the campaign, but let's take a look at one of them. So ritual materials, no use. We have one more, no use, yeah, whatever. Then we have some Dark Rites. I guess this is a new part of new mechanism in the game. Spawn watch one Witch of Hemwick. So it just spawns. We have 2-0 and 3 spawn cards for the Witch of Hemwick and the Mad One. Right. Maybe you're finding the Witch of Hemwick. So whenever you explore or search the tile, you draw one and you find nothing until you find the witch. Then some ritual materials, maybe you need to gather some ritual materials to complete a quest. So those are our smaller cards. The behavior, as I mentioned in previous videos, I'm not going to show you. It's up for you to discover that. That's the beauty of Bloodborne. Then for this one, we have some. So the expansion, the campaign, is named the Dark Rites and the Den of Vipers. So we have two campaigns here. The introduction is in this card, but we cannot open that one. That's gonna be spoiler. This one, this is special. This is a special setup that you can add to any chapter. As you can see, this mission can be added to any chapter. If the chapter does not include the Yusevka's Clinic tile, take it and add it to that tile. Now you can interact on the Yusevka's Clinic tile and you will flip this card. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to show you. So it's up to you to discover. That's one good thing about campaigns. Yeah, so let's move on to our miniatures. First that caught my attention is this man-eater boar. I have a memory of this while playing the game. It just appeared out of nowhere. Down, it's like a hallway or a tunnel. It just appeared out of nowhere and killed me. So yeah, I guess this is the one, the man-eater boar. It's terrifying. And it's fat, ugly. Man, that's huge. Let's compare it to one of these brain suckers or whatever. That's huge. Next, I think this is a ball snake. Let me check, just to be sure. Snake ball. Sorry, that's snake ball. Ball. We have 4 of those. We have 2 of the boar. We have 4 of the snakes. Then this is the mad one. We have 4 mad ones as well. They're like hermits lost in the woods. We have 4 mad ones. The boss, this is the Witch of Hemwick. There are 2 witches of Hemwick. Let's take a look at the Shadows of Yarnam. This is also a good miniature. Same with the mob miniature that I mentioned in the previous video. I really like the mob miniature because it's 3 miniatures on one base. And similar to this is Shadows of Yarnam. There are 3 imposing figures on one large base. Then we have 2 more. We have the Hemwick Grave Woman. And we have the Snake Parasite. Snake Parasite. So yeah, that's everything. That's it. Alright, hunters, thank you for joining me in an adventure throughout the full moon set of the Bloodborne Kickstarter pledge. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please subscribe or give it a like or even comment what I need to improve or what you want to see. The next video I'm going to upload is the Mergos Loft box and the Full Moon box. I get Full Moon or Blood Moon, I forgot the name. But yeah, I'm going to open that one, show it to you, and then maybe I'm going to do miniature comparison with other cool minis or not games that I have in my collection, so you will have a good idea of the scale of the miniatures of the monsters and the hunters. Right? So thank you for joining me. This is the Board Game Hero. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.